guerra, que le dé, que la tenga bien perreada, que la monte en el tren, que le gusta a la guerra, que le dé, que la tenga bien sudada, que la pegue a la pared.
How's the sound? I don't have a voice. Mic check 1 2 1 2. My. I have a voice. I have a mic though. Thanks to y'all. I have a mic. Now I look like I'm professional, right? Got a mic. I got a mic. I don't have a voice. But you know, CEOs could have many excuses, but I cannot have an excuse to not be here today. And if the sound might check 1 2 1 2, might check 1 2 1 2. It gets technical at some point, please let me know. How's everyone doing today? Big shout out to Amy Conway, big shout out to Rock Chalk, big shout out to Grant. Thank you for being here, very appreciate it. Big shout out to Warning Label Nana. Hopefully everyone is having a good day. Great morning. My name is Jrod on Point, and I have a story to tell. Tonight, like many nights, we have sat here and with passion, with pain, no pun intended, we're moderators on a hunt like bloodhounds. Big shout out, and it hit different. When I'm honored to say at this day today, January the 5th, 1:05 a.m. of the year 2025, that the look for justice is being here for a long time, because y'all could all agree with me that we all together been fighting for justice since we met. Am I right, ladies? And I just before y'all answer, I hope y'all understand that tonight is a moment that is gonna go down in history all over the world. And I hope you in the chat. Bodine, I told ya in 2022 in the Kiely Rodni case that it was about to be a long road. I said this in the Idaho 4-2. But I say this way back in the Kiely Rodni case, it's gonna be a long road ahead of us. We're gonna have to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Cause guess what? Justice tastes different, cause they hit different. Bars. Tonight is gonna be a whole different tone because I don't have a voice and I'm not trying to hurt my vocal cords because my vocal cords are my money maker. So I hope you understand the sacrifice that I'm doing today to be here and make sure that I pay respects not just to fellow content creators like the amazing Lana Oriani. Big shout outs to you. Today's also a day, an honorary day for Saluti Goose and her hard work. Today is another honorary day for a good brother, Harsh Reality. Even though we don't even talk, but that's my dude. Out of man respect. Today is the day of redemption for all those people that sat there and hunted this case down to get to justice the right way. For you, if you're here, and even if you watch this at some other time, thank you. And a round of applause is for you. Thank you. And with that said, none of this would have happened without Lana Oriani. Big shout outs to her. In the same way, I pay respects to her on that live stream that she fully aware in true crime chat rooms. I pay her respects in a small channel because I couldn't done it at that time. I couldn't done it due to strikes. I couldn't done it here in your channel. So I hope y'all know that, yeah, I run this channel. This is my channel. But guess what? Those that know that this is their channel too. So when I'm saying that this is my channel, everyone that is a member, subscriber, moderator, associates, and fellow collaborators in true crime, every time I say this is my channel, you know that I'm talking for you too, because this is your channel. And yeah, I'm very passionate because I am. I'm very passionate. I am, and I don't hide from it. I'm a person that fight for what he believe. He fight for the ones that he love. I'm a man first, dude. I'm a man first. It don't matter my race. It don't matter my color. It don't matter how I speak. It don't matter if I speak or I don't speak. It don't matter if I write or I don't write. When you see me out there in the streets, you see a man. And I stand on that. And I die if I die a man. And for those that feel like me, you're in Dolo. You're not by yourself. Because you're on point here in YouTube worldwide to hold you down, bro. Ladies, you know I respect y'all. We all I got. I was born and raised by a mother. Looking up to man. I was raised by a mother. Looking up to man to see if I could find myself between men among men's and I could become one. And I became a man that love and protect his land, love and protect his family, love and protect his money, but overall believe in Lord Jesus Christ. It don't matter how many of my sins I committed. I stand at this day today, thanks to Lana Oriani. Even though we don't speak, I try to reach out on emails, but she's a busy lady. I bet probably way busier than me because she got many, many, many cases to take care of because she's she's researchful. She's time worthy. I bet that when you talk to Lana Oriani, you cannot waste her time with all that bullshit. And I don't know this young lady. Big shout outs to her. We're here in Ohio, 330. What up? We're here. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate you. I'm gonna get to the chat. I'm just doing a little monologue real quick. It's so hard to be a content creator on YouTube and people don't have no idea about it. Especially when you're a man, a family member, householder, someone that is always seeing everything that is going on with everyone in the family. And you are the source. It is different when you are the man of your house. It is different when everyone around you, adults, children, man or female, and your whole family of hundreds are looking up to you. Because I am the older of my generation, and I'm the top dog of my breed. I'm the older of my generation in my whole family of my generation. I'm the oldest. I'm the Don. I'm that dude. I'm him. In my family, I'm him. And I stand on that. And they know that I die like that. And I'm not playing when I'm here in true crime. Try to tell ya that I will fight for you in the same way I will fight for me. The same anger and tears that I have not hide from you is because I'm a dad, I'm a man, I have a heart. God gave me my soul back. And even if I was the worst of the worst in the street and never got caught, you fucking bitches, I'm him. Because the shit that I could have got caught, if y'all ever get to find out, y'all be like, dude, you had to do it. Because you are taking care of a whole fucking nation, you stupid. But no one know but me, and I die like that. I die like that. Ask anyone around my family who the fuck I am. And I'm here to share it with you because I don't have nothing to hide. What the fuck you think that I have to hide from you? Not a fucking thing. What you think that I'm here with first and last and I talk to authorities with first and last in my face, my address. I ask authorities when I get involved in the Kiely Rodni case. First and last, I ask him, you need my social security number, dog? I got you. Same thing with Moscow PD. Do you need my social security, dog? When I talk with the FBI, do you need my social security? Everybody tell me no. You know why? Because they probably already got it. And you think they're not watching this show? Why you think I talk here in certain way so they motherfucking understand that I'm putting my life on the line for them to get justice that I can, the justice that I can do myself. I swear to God that any officer that I have talked to ever in my life after I became a grown man at the age of 32, that I knew in my heart that God exists and he had a mission for me, and it was to shine light in the darkness, and I had the power to do it because he gave it to me. Don't you think that what I know of these days today, being the top of the food chain since I was little, don't you think that I would use it now that I found God? Don't you think that I would use every talent that I have in my bones to make sure that when I'm dead, my family and the whole world probably be just fine? And I go die in peace? Don't you think that someone think like that? Listen, you don't know how much I love myself. Listen, just imagine how much I love everyone around me. People say, oh, you egocentric, you narcissist. Bitch, I had to be. I'm the best of the best that you ever will. I'm the best. I've been the best since I was little. I'm the best now. I'll be the best in the legend by the time I'm dead. By the time I'm dead, I swear to you, and you're going to hear it one day, it's going to be people all over around the world crying for me. And I swear to you that that day will happen. Bet that. You can put that on the bank because I'm a good man. People probably fear me when I was a pup. Fear me when I was all the way a grown adult. He 30 people still like walking away from me like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, because I was that dude. They knew that I helped everyone, but you're not going to come around me with some bullshit. Call everyone's bluff since I was little. And since I was little, I was teaching grown-ass men how to fucking behave. Who the fuck you talking to? And don't you think that if I see any grown-up motherfuckers out here in YouTube acting a fool and be stupid, don't you think I'm gonna call you the fuck out and any fucking thing that you could do to me? As long as YouTube lift this picture, I'm lighting your bitch ass up if I see a grown-ass man being a little bitch around here. And if you're a female, I respect you. Y'all know me. But if we got a pedophile, or even though if you're a female and you're a pedophile, and I know the facts, even from your own fucking daughter, I'm going to call you the fuck out. Because that never has run in my blood. Don't you think that I would like the fuck of anyone that I found out? Even you could ask some stupid ass motherfucker here in Alliance that I just found out that they are pedos and they live around me. Listen, I'm like a hawk out there when my kids are outside. What are you talking about? Do you think the only thing that I do here is YouTube and shit? I got shit to do. I gotta supervise my kids. I'm lucky enough that I don't have to supervise my wife. My wife supervises me. What are you talking about? If you think I'm a boss, she's more of a boss than me. Bet that. If I'm a boss, I make sure that my girl is a bigger boss than me. Who the fuck you talking to? That's why I respect females, and I know and I recognize when a lady is in a building. And I stand on that. Oh, Jrod, disrespect females. Listen, if you act like a bitch, I'm going to treat you like a bitch. It's nothing else about it. You act right, you be right. But you wanna like pop your mouth like you wear bigger balls than a man? A real man with some tough love out the mouth will light your bitch ass up because you're acting the fuck up. Period. If you don't want to fight with a man, leave a man the fuck alone. You get that? That's a lady right there. Leave your man alone. If you know that he's a good man, you know that that man will die for you, leave him the fuck alone. If you know that that man will put his life in the line for you, and he love you and love your kids, and he will make sure everything gonna be good, everything good, leave him the fuck alone. Let him work. That's why I love my wife, because my wife love her man. And she know that what I'm doing is right. She know that when I'm hearing true crime, I'm not wasting my time because I'm not just putting money on the table, but I'm trying to help victims that don't have a voice because all the voices out here on YouTube are polluting the humans on earth. Is there anything else to discuss about that? Is there anything else in the chat that we need to talk about? Because my voice is kind of like have technical issues right now. And I don't want to overdo it. If I already killed it, and we can't wait, let me know if I already killed it so we could get into what we're here to make sure that everybody knows that through the hard work of Lana Oriani, the minority of YouTube true crime content creator that actually is trying to give not just the victims, the family of the victims, the suspect, all the content creators, social media, the minority of content creators, I try to give this around this hemisphere the benefit of the doubt and try to call it all right through the middle. No, listen, pause, no diddy. How to do that. Thanks to Lana Oriani, it's a minority of content creators that we just want to come here and try to help victims. Trying, you know, we look for information. We have people that knows people that knows people that knows people. For those that don't know me, I have people that knows people that knows people that knows people in very high places of society in a very, very, very hellgates places in society. I have swum with sharks. I'm alive at the age of 48. Just think about that. Swimming with sharks. Making sure that they know I'm one of you. And everything be in peace. I'm one of you. So if I have people that knows people that knows people, don't you think I will put my connections and my network to work? That's why it's called a network, right? Because I'm building bridges every day. And again, going back to be the overseer of everything around you and your family. So I said that to say this. Thank you, Lana, because your hard work has given the opportunities to content creators like me that just want to come here, build a community of people that right or wrong, either we right or we wrong, however people want to take it, because again, this is worldwide, so you're not always going to be the cup of tea of everyone, especially a new content creator that came to the, to be hot, like since 2000, the Kiely Rodni case, I started getting hot, putting some good work out there and communicating with people to make sure that we share notes. And we got to where we are here today after 2 big channels, because now the first 2000 gone, we built another 2000 thanks to you and believing in me. You know who you are. And we're here to appreciate a fellow content creator that we have never talked to. We have never shared notes. And her work in 2025, even though I was talking about this in 2022, I'm so happy that she's showing you today what I already knew back then. Thank you, Lana. Because if you wouldn't done that today, I would have kept with my same flow because I know what I know. But I wouldn't be able to sit here and put paperwork to screen just because I hold the position that I hold at this moment today. I just can't. I can't sit here and tell you how I work. Because then if I give you the recipe, then you go ahead and do it. And then there's no more Jrod on point, right? Do that sound like should I sit here and tell you how Jrod on point works, right? So then you go and do it yourself. So then we don't need Jrod on point no more, right? You think I'm stupid? Who the fuck you think you're talking to? You're not talking to me. You're not talking, not you to me. You're not talking to me, bro. Listen, when you're working for real justice, 9 times out of 10, everything is like, Illuminati shit. Because the only way to know what's secret, right? Is being plugged in. Pause, no Diddy. So if I know what I know, and the Kiely Rodni case in Idaho 4, which y'all know that I told y'all, I'm only going to take these 2 cases because that's all I can do for now. Because when I say Jrod on point, it goes hand and feet. I go hand and feet. You just can't tell. I just want you to see me here sitting on my chair. That's all I want you to see. This is what I want you to see. But you want me to be like JLR, big shout out to JLR. But you want me to see me like JLR out there with the camera all day? Listen, it's going to be a day. That day might come. That day might come. You don't know. But this day today, this is all I could give you. Turn on my camera and talk to you. And hopefully you get it. Hopefully you see that who he's talking to you, that the messenger want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. I want to let you know what's going on. Because there's a whole bunch of people that say they know. They've been saying they knew in 2022. Guilty Kohberger. Big shout out to those. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, though. I don't have a voice. My voice is having technical issues. Sorry. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. But all those people in 2022, it was Guilty Kohberger. I want to talk to you. Can I talk to you? I really can't talk to you today, but I'm sending the open door. I want to talk to you. Jay and Bree, I'm willing to talk to you. Shout out to my brother A.R. Hayes. You know I want to talk to you, bro. Kane the Purge, you know I want to talk to you, bro. You know we good. Once upon a time. Come on, man. You're an OG. You don't want to talk to you? You know when I'm talking about prices, I'm talking about big media. Y'all know, yeah, yes, you know, y'all grown adults, y'all grown people. Thou shalt not kill. Big shout out to you, Roy. I want to talk to you, man. You know, I'm a grown ass man just like you, bro. You know, shit, I'm his daggle. If you ask me, it don't matter what y'all say. It don't matter whatever hiccups in the past, man. We here in Ohio. I always told him though, before I even disrespect you, bro, I just don't talk to you, bro, because it's all respect between me and Dago. Dago opened up the doors to me to a lot of people, and now you're never gonna hear me disrespecting Dago. I could probably poke a bear and pinch him to see if he call me and be like, "Yo, bro, you know I miss you, bro. This I gotta find a way to get you out of your zone for you to be like, you know what? Let me get out the box to call Jrod, man. You know you got my number. This ain't number, Dago. You know I got my low respect for you, bro. I might poke the bear, but you know you my brother, bro. Big shout out to Mama Bear too. Miss ya. You know, Megan Calls, Larissa Slaughter. Come on, man. Family. Even crime sleuthing, like if she ever get out the box, you know, because he's like grown ass adults need to get out the box and be like, she got my number. She had not text me or called me ever since. When she know that she just could call, she know that it don't matter what the fuck I said on the mic. She know she could call, she know she could text, and she know she gonna talk to the same person she met that she told me, and she says that we are day ones. Cause guess what? Me and crime sleuthing, we day ones. That's a fact. Big shout out to Square on Fire. Square on Fire. Hey. I have no voice. What's up, girl? Hey, listen, it's all good in peace over here. Yeah. Yeah, I would have talked with many people, man. We just gotta do it right. It's gotta be all peace and love and try to work for the victims and leave all that shit to the side. You know, because content is content, but at the end of the day, we all like grown adults and shit. So if we don't sit down and talk like man to man, female to female, and everybody make a peace and stick a fork, these shits will never end. It will never end. It's just gonna be an unstoppable cycle of content creators bickering and hating on each other. And at the end of the day, I guess whoever makes the most money wins. In my beef in YouTube true crime, that you could see more in true crime war news, I make the most money from all my beef. Even the beef that I got now, still got today. People that don't like me, I light them up in here. I like everyone. No, I don't care. I don't have a problem spending a few hours like letting you know how stupid you sound. It's all good. It's all good. I got time. I'm a boss. I got time. Listen, when you're a boss, you got time. All right. When you run shit, when you run shit, you got time because you're the one that put the schedule. What are you talking about? If I want to sit here for 10 hours and get to box someone in YouTube for 10 hours, guess what you think I'm gonna do? You know how much money I will make in 10 hours from YouTube? And you know how much people's gonna be watching? I just been sick though. I've been sick. Leave me alone. But listen, utilizing a historic moment to have a smile on the face. Um, I'm gonna cross my fingers and pray to God that Lana don't strike me today. Because my pure intention in this presentation is let Lana cook, let Lana cook, and I will give you my commentary. I will give you a fair use, a proper fair use of Lana Oriani content. Because guess what? I want to give this young lady the most respect possible. She witnessed how I did it in True Crime chat room. She was there. She was in the chat. I had to put the live stream here in this channel because I appreciate this young lady and the hard work that she's put into the true crime hemisphere, and she deserves all credit. I want Lana cook. I want a plate of true crime from Lana. She already cooked it, but I got a microwave because I want to show it to y'all right now. So I'm gonna put it right here, a little in the corner, so we could appreciate her work. And I want people to pay attention because the most difficult part of a content creator is catching the attention of those that are listening. I hope the fire background sound is soothing though. I don't know if y'all hear it. Big shout out to Todd. Thank you for being here. Big shout out to Grant. Big shout out to Amy Conway. I know Rock Chalk Nation is watching. Big shout out to Rock Chalk. We love you. Listen, before I start, I want to let y'all know I will talk with any content creator but Kiely. She need to stay away from us. She just came back to YouTube. I'm gonna give her her acknowledgement because I know that's what she's watching and she won the clickbait. I know you're watching. I will never talk to you because what your daughter told me about you is nothing you could tell me to change my mind. Do you understand that? I will never talk to you, Kiely. I will talk to anyone. I will talk. Listen, I'd rather to talk. Listen, I'd rather to sit here and bring to panel and talk here for hours with Dr. Drifty. Shout out to New York, Liz. I will sit here with Psycho Bible Rap way before I even think of talking to you. All disrespect intended, Michelle. So we're gonna put you in the back of our minds. We're just gonna forget about you because we got a lot of beautiful things to do in 2025, and I hope you're watching and you spinning in your own grave that you built yourself for yourself, and you realize that all those lies that you talk, all those lies that you talk about Lana Oriani, all those lies that you talk to people about me, all those lies that you talk about a whole bunch of people in true crime. Lana Oriani just checkmate you. And Lana Oriani won for us. We ain't even had to do shit. She wasn't even in the fight. Because she's too big to be in this stupid ass fight. And without even being in the fight, she won. Big shout out to Lana Oriani. So, without further ado, one of the queens of YouTube true crime, just as Slutty Goose, we shout out to Slutty Goose and many other female content creators like Rock Shock and Warning Label Nana. I want to make sure that everybody go and subscribe to Warning Label Nana. It's gonna do good to her because she's a great content creator and she just want to share what she got to offer. But yeah, so no more plugs. Right now, we're just gonna sit down, sit back, and allow Lana Oriani cook, and I'm gonna put my 2 cents while we at it. So we are gonna cook, and we're gonna give you the best hot plate of meats and potatoes. Big shout out to Horch and Jrod on Point. Big shout out to everyone.
gifted memberships, 5 of them going out right off the rip. Cheers to Sherry D and the 5 people that Sherry took with her. All right, guys, here you go. Pay attention, follow along. We have a date, it's official. It has come out that based on what the state has provided to Ann Taylor's team, that this alleged IGG tip came out December 19th, 2022.
I want you to pay attention. Okay. December. Pay attention to December the 19th. Pay attention to all those days. Because Lana Oriani is giving you a full lineup of timeline. At one point, it might look a little confusive, but if you're paying attention, Lana will put it together for you as far as the timeline and stuff. And whatever details or questions that she has on this, I will try my best possible to answer her questions.
December 19th, 2022. Tip from FBI given to MPD, let's just say Payne.
And I want you to know, y'all heard it through Lana Oriani. The tip was what they put together with the IGG. But then now, is it the FBI, the ones that did it? Because in the same way they was talking about the cast, the FBI cast, and it was not the FBI creating the cast, they was utilizing the secret grand indictment. Because what was utilized in the secret grand indictment, it was an FBI technique utilized by a Moscow PD detective. Brett Payne, number 2. Because they're using multiple names for credibility backup. We're going to utilize Payne as the pawn because he's the one, he's the lamb, he's the sacrificial lamb. Brett Payne is the sacrificial lamb. If anything comes out of whatever did occur, and anyone is gonna go to prison for a long time, is gonna be Brett Payne. It's not gonna be no one else. Because they're gonna all blame it on him. And he's gonna feel how I felt that day that I made him promise me to not lock up Kara. So Kara would go to him to come with the information that we work together. He locked her up. So you reap what you sow. Because you should have listened when I talked to you, right, Brett? When I talk to you, you should have you should, instead of ensuring me that you are on top of it and that you here to help, you prove to me that you were slappy. The reason of it all coming soon. Let's listen to Lana. But Brett Payne got one coming from the law. If everything comes out, this man is down. Like Chief Fry try to save himself. Scott Green gonna try to save himself. Bill Thompson's gonna try to save himself. Judge and his staff are gonna try to say Layton County is gonna try to if anyone is gonna the people that did wrong and is ever if these come out, it's gonna be the mid to low class officers, the rookies, the dum dums that they're not even trained well enough to know what they're doing. But they call me dum dum. What? Big shout out to Lana.
All right. Now, I had to push this live back because I'm going to reference 32 documents over this next period of time to show you guys. The first document I'm going to reference is I put it together myself, and it is bring in Hector. Thank you so much for being here, Hector.
Hey, we wouldn't be able to do this live stream without Hector. Listen, big shout out to Hector, my guy. Big shout out, big shout out. It hit different when we sending a shout out to Hector. It hit different.
Hector has a very important job, which is to make sure that you guys see stuff. There we go. And what this was back in the day, I had created, this is the in chronological order. I had put together, very important. I wanted to know what this investigation was doing. So like, what did they do on 11/16/2022? And they put in a search warrant for the cell towers. All right, that search warrant came back at 11/17, reminding ourselves that there was no historical data that came back to Bryan Kohberger during that 3 to 5 because his phone wasn't on the towers. Okay, so the first time that would have been an initial dead end link to Bryan once you would have had the name Bryan Kohberger. But referencing back all the way back here is 11/19. They're going for a bunch of bank records, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. You guys can see these dates here. This is the date that they went and got all of these records. And then the date next to it is when the return came back. All right. Now,
I want to make sure that y'all understand that all these work that Lana is presenting to you, all this work was done on face value. And what I mean with that is that Moscow PD and agencies move together on face value as long as they say so. In real life, other agencies around the states of United States of America, they don't work like this on face value. And I need you to understand when I'm saying face value, that's exactly what I mean. These officers, at the moment that they collecting this information about Bryan Kohberger, they don't have a probable cause to do so. The probable cause affidavit, in the same way Bill Thompson just told you, is irrelevant. Why? Because they already got their man. That's why it's irrelevant. They utilize paperwork and face value to collect information and build a case on someone that is no probable cause. It is nothing legal because it was all made up. The problem that I have with this is that everything was made up after I talked to them. This is why this is a historic day in true crime that people want to keep some goofies out there want to keep acting like, oh, ain't no one gonna sit there and have time to actually investigate criminal case and put every single person that he know on this case. Oh, ain't no one with the power to make over 100 people move at once with one phone call to the group chat. I'm not gonna give you my recipe. I'm not gonna give you. I'm not gonna give you what I do. I'm not gonna give you who I send. I'm not gonna give you. Listen, you know when the legacy media tell you sources said, and they never tell you who's their sources, and they never will. So guess what? Look at me as legacy media, but actually telling you the truth. Cause I don't have time to waste when I'm here talking to you. I don't. I don't. That's why I appreciate content creators like Lana, Oriani, Harsh, and oh, big shout out to Southern Logic. He just came back. Big shout out to Southern Logic, my guy. You know, send him an email a long time ago. Hopefully he got it. I don't think no, he never answered me back and stuff like that. But last time we worked together, it was amazing. It was good conversations and it was all smiles, you know. So big shout out to Southern Logic. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. So let's make sure we pay attention to Lana and we understand. She's gonna show you how Moscow PD put it together behind everyone's back illegally. This was totally illegally because he was no base and fundament to go and get Kopaka. That's why he got killed. And then the only other option they had was Bryan Kohberger. So they already had his number when they stopped in that time. Listen, if you ask me, Bryan Kohberger gave the young lady the phone number to take her out. Okay, and y'all wanna call him an incel? Why would he give the young lady his phone number if it was not because he wanna date her or he wanted to take her out? Because being Bryan Kohberger, knowing what he know, why would he give his phone number to the young lady unless he wanted to take her out? It probably didn't work. And then now she's giving his phone number to set him up for failure because their dating didn't work. And he's from outside of the state. No one is going to care about him. Everyone that got my back is going to get my back, going to take care of my situation, and I'm going to make sure I frame this dude for this case or I help. Because listen, if in reality Bryan Kohberger, okay, was on the radar way before he was even in Pullman, that means that when he applied to work with Pullman way before he got there, they were so jealous of this situation that they didn't like the dude. They didn't like him. And if you ask me, people people around that area, if you a out of towner, they don't respect you. If you're out of town, it's like why are you coming here? Why they don't have colleges in Pennsylvania? Because even though the colleges and the community, the Greek community, and many other in the population, they want to fake it as welcome home over here, you safe. It seemed like that this is like the children's of the corn. This is people that they are luring the out of towners and people that is coming from other nations to come to Idaho and die or get framed for something that someone from Idaho did. So if you ask me, it seems like this stuff that Lana Oriani is gonna put together for you today in this presentation, the work of a cult working together in cahoot, interstate, it did occur. Force. Why? Because the University of Idaho fraternities and sororities, Kappa Sigma Sigma Chi, two of the biggest of the big boys of fraternities, huh? Everyone, and I'm telling you, bottom line. That's why they don't dare to sue me, because they know that what I'm saying in court, I'm gonna win. I get goosebumps out of that. I get goosebumps out of that. On left side right here. Every single person in the media, officers, FBI, locals, interstate, whomever touched this case is linked to a fraternity and sorority that is linked back to the University of Idaho. Even the Paramount Pictures documentary, it goes back linked to the University of Idaho. Bars. And I don't have no voice. I'm sick. But I had to be here because we need to render respects to a fellow content creator that actually has landed this case and showed it to a mass of people that he needs to listen to this. Because these people out there, they need to listen. They need to open their eyes and ears and listen. Because your fandom is gonna lead you jumping off the edge. You jumping off the edge because everyone else is jumping off the edge, and you think that that's the cool thing to do. So it's like you see people jump into the gates of hell, and you just think that that's cool. It's cool to just jump with them, and you're not gonna think like, hold on, if I jump with them, I'm gonna burn forever, right? What's up there in heaven? Ain't it cooler? God showed me at the old age that yeah, it's cooler to be a good person, and it's cool to go to heaven. It's cool. It's actually cool. We're gonna make that cool. So let's listen to Lana Oriani, and enough about me. Thank you, Lana. I appreciate.
I want you to pay attention right here to 11:20. Facebook for all 4 victims. That came back within 1 day. Then on the same day, on November 20th, affidavit of Lawrence Mowry. On November 20th, this would have been the second presser. Okay. This would have been when ISP went for the burglary over on WSU's campus. Moscow Police Department went on 11/16, but on 11/20, Idaho State Police Officer Andy Huddle went for those resources. Also, on this day, Lawrence Mowry on November 20th obtained a search warrant for Reddit, and only one Reddit account, and that Reddit account was Kiely Gonsalves. Okay. The warrant wasn't served, though, until December 1st. I always said, why in the world are you sitting on this warrant that she felt was so important to go obtain on November 20th? Literally, you just start serving warrants in this case on November 16th. This in your mind was such an important warrant that you went and obtained it on November 20th, but then you sat on it. You sat on it
because they didn't have nothing. They're building as they go. Like everyone is literally all right. It steps to this. It steps to this. You have to wait for the main source to have legit, because this is the everyone understand that this is a death penalty case. We need to be serious. We need to be serious. This is a death penalty case. They've been knowing this since they got there, since they fully aware of the situation of these young four adults dead in location. They knew off top of their head that this was a death penalty case. This is a mandatory death penalty case. So they needed to treat the investigation accordingly. For them to secure, for them to secure an arrest of these killers, they needed the FBI to investigate this case. They needed that. They needed to escalate this case to federal for the simple fact that it was in school surrounded. This is the, let's be clear, a school property is the whole area. The whole area is owned by the board of directors of the University of Idaho, where these young adults die. This is a school zone. This is property of the University of Idaho Greek community. It was mentioned day one. This is a very particular community. This is a Greek community. We're talking about everyone that owns property in that particular locality. They are part of the Greek community that oversees the fraternities and sororities. This is school property. This is a school song. What you talking? It was a private property and stuff like that. Listen, if I'm wrong, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not wrong, if I'm not mistaken, who took the house down was Scott Green. That proved by itself that that right there was school property. When the last owner of this property signed off and certified that this is owned by the University of Idaho, it become federal property. And you heard that here first. For the FBI to listen and understand and realize that I know they have the power to do it, and if you haven't do it, this is political. Because you, FBI, have the power to lock them all up today. Because you know everything is upside down, and someone gotta fix it. You have a bad name in the community right now. What about you fix it and you actually becomes the hero? In 2025, the FBI raided the whole property of the University of Idaho, Greek Grove, and all Greek community properties and stuff like that. By the time you realize, even military is in there. Because it's so much people to contain that now they have to do population control. They have the power to do it. They have the power to fix the problem. When that house that got destroyed, when that house was owned by the University of Idaho, it became federal property because the University of Idaho don't own shit. That's why I told you the governor of Idaho is behind Scott Green, helping him out to cover this shit up. People heads gotta roll.
Do the math. What? 11 days? Ready? On December 19th, I received an email from Reddit which contained the requested information. So you're going to sit here and tell me, so when you want to take a little box here and you want to talk about, wow, what a coincidence. On December 19th, it's right here, the same day that they are saying that the FBI gave them the name Bryan Kohberger. How did you come up with that, Lana? How'd you get that information? Well, this was a reply to the state's objection to the defendant's motion to suppress, and this was to do with the Pennsylvania search warrant for the address of his parents. Ready? Last paragraph here. The state had identified Mr. Kohberger on December 19th, 2022 through investigative genetic genealogy. This is the first time ever in this case, once this paper came from the floating skies through the internet waves and into all of our possessions, that anybody all at the same time would have received this information unless it would have been leaked from a source. But this is.
Thank you, Lana. Because I've been talking about this in 2022.
This is the first time that it has ever come out on documented paper from a reliable source, which would be that, here it is, the defense, saying that the state had identified Mr. Kohberger on December 19th, 2022 through investigative genetic genealogy.
I love her pause. She knows she cooking though. Lana knows she cooking though. She's like, this. Listen, I hope y'all know when a content creator take those pause. At that moment, she's having a clarity moment. It's a moment of clarity that it feels so good that you on the camera and you just like you want to wild out, but you know people's watching, you just want to shout. You just want to shout, like, you know what I'm saying, like you just want to shout it out. You know what I mean? But like people watching, they're gonna be like, you goofy. But you know what I'm saying? But she's dead serious. She's enjoying this moment right now. And this is for any content creator in YouTube. This is the best feeling when you do your homework, when you put the work, when you're passionate about something. Big shout out to Lana Oriani. This is the feeling of satisfaction that you get when you put the right work to cook. Big shout out to Lana Oriani. Love her cook. Shut up, Jrod.
On that same day, but yet 19 days before that, and actually 29 days before that, Detective Lawrence Mowry said, you know what? I think I need to go and obtain Kiely Gonsalves's Reddit account because it's going to have information that's going to have to do with her homicide. He doesn't say I need Maddie's I need Ethan's. I need Xana's.
And that's a fact. Yeah, remember what I've been telling ya since way back then, that a proper 48-hour investigation that anyone could see. Listen, let's be clear before we continue with Lana. Let's be clear. A proper 48-hour investigation documentation, investigating the victims first. What happened if they investigate the victims and all the victims' dirt come out? You know what else is gonna come out? How the youngins operate inside of the University of Idaho, and the fraternities and sororities would have got exposed. That's why they investigated the victims. None of the. That's why everyone, the shit that y'all talked about here, and like the victim's family, the Kara and all. Listen, leave Kara alone. If anything had to do with anything that he had to do with Kara, guess what? Kara will tell me, because Kara want me to get those that kill her baby. Do you think that if Kara knew who killed her baby, she wouldn't tell me, knowing that me and a bunch of goons can't wait to get justice the right way? It hit different when I call authorities and FBI agents goons. Guess what? They act like it sometimes. They know what I'm talking about. Because they ready to click, clack, strap and get kicked out any door any given second. They are, even though a lot of people talk bad about them. It's bad apples everywhere, guys. It's bad apples everywhere. But the good FBI could get it done. So you think that Kara, knowing how I worked a little bit, you know, like I told her, listen, I got you. She knows. I told Kara, who did it? Jrod, if I knew, I'll tell you right now, because I know you will get them. That's what Kara told me. I hope you remember. Big shout out to you, Kara. Thank you. But you're going to tell me these officers are not going to investigate the victims, because if they investigate the victims, they find the killers that are their own peers of the University of Idaho. I know the Greek community members, I know the fraternity and sorority members. It don't matter if you want to call them boyfriends, ex-boyfriends, haters, one night stand, just fly by quickie. It don't matter if it was like a one night stand for we are all men for a quick money, and you end up being pregnant and the killer found out. I don't know. Listen, it's many reasons for these victims to die on the hands of their own peers way before we even talked about even a white Helantra. Because yeah, white Helantra could have been used to leave the premises, and we already know who real close to all his dad allegedly, I don't know, shit, has a white Helantra, or at the moment had a white Helantra, supposedly, question mark, quotes, supposedly, that guy's already gone. Big shout out to Kiely. I don't think these people have the balls to still have that white Helantra running around, because it's still DNA in that car. In the same way they try to scrub the house for 7 hours, in the same way they went to next door to clean up too. So after both houses were cleaned up, and hopefully all trace the DNA was gone, clothes went one way, killers went the other way on the white Elantra. That's why people was talking about being butt naked. Because whoever said that, obviously they know that at some point the killers were butt naked somewhere. So whoever put that out, we need to find him or find her. So the victims did not get investigated at all. And if they did, they found out the truth, and it's the same thing that it needs to be ignored and concealed, because we cannot let the world know our agenda. Even a reporter from Idaho told you that it was shocking, that it was a whole bunch of people paying attention and discovering their own little secret agenda. That's why the 48 hours documentary, they took it down. In the same 48-hour documentary that Steve Goncalves had a earpiece because the producer was telling him what to say. The same 48-hour documentary that it no longer exists. I got it. I do my homework. I got it. I got it. This is the whole reason why Bryan Kohberger is locked up. And you know what? It bothers me that after I talked to Moscow PD, that was when I got the notice that they cleared everyone. I got the notice way before it hit the media. I want to let y'all know I got the notice that everyone got cleared way before it hit the media. That's a fact. I got that notice about 1 a.m. Ohio time. It was decided. Because Moscow PD and Chief Fry was told that you better go and find someone somewhere else. But you are not going to involve no one, investigate no one that it has the mark of the University of Idaho attached to. Lana, this is why everything was created on face value, just because every single person that is working this case is linked and traced to fraternities and sororities that link and trace back to the University of Idaho. It don't matter where you from or where you at. As long as you are part of that fraternity, whatever that fraternity says so is a go. It's a reason why fraternities and sororities infiltrate politics, infiltrate the Department of Health, infiltrate the Department of Justice, infiltrate the CIA, infiltrate the FBI, infiltrate the marshals, infiltrate every motherfucking local sheriff, local cop, from everywhere and anywhere around the United States of America and the whole world. This is the same fucking fraternities that are running the world, the same fucking fraternities that knew that COVID-19 was coming and didn't tell us because it's a fucking war agenda behind it. And the fraternities knew, and I have the facts. all the fraternities knew in 2019 the cover was about to hit 2020, and that's a fact. And I have it on video. Call my bluff, government. I get goosebumps out of this shit. Excuse me. I get goosebumps out of this shit. Excuse me. Why you think that everything is all fucked up? Because fraternities and sororities. Who are the only ones that could put you in a special place in society to make big bucks as long as you lose your soul? Fraternities and sororities, as long as you own loyalty to them, and Baphomet and Satanism, they open the human door to you. All human doors are open to you. What about the doors of heaven? You're going to open all the doors, all the gates of hell, and become to riches and be in a position of power in the government like a president of the United States of America, masonry, and everything that surrounds us and control United States of America and the world is the same people that is deciding the fate of 4 young adults that died in the University of Idaho by the hands of students of the University of Idaho. I've been saying this since day one. I've been saying this way before it was a Bryan Kohberger. I've been saying this the day that Bryan Kohberger got arrested. I said this to ya. I said this to Moscow PD way before I told ya. I told him names. I told him timeline. I told him what they're hiding from you. I told him what they're hiding from you. I told him that I know what they're hiding from you. And sometimes I feel that when I told them that, and then Kara backed me up with it, they freaked the fuck out. And now here's where we at. Everything to protect the University of Idaho students, because the honor and credibility of the University of Idaho and finances, the University of Idaho will no longer exist. The fraternities behind the cover up, the fraternities and university staff behind the cover up of the death of 4 young adults of the University of Idaho, Kiely, Maddie, Ethan, and Santa, got murdered by students of the University of Idaho. And just because the University of Idaho fraternities, sororities, and the Greek community don't want a bad name, they do criminal shit to cover this shit up. You know how many laws they have broken since these 4 young adults died? Excuse my voice. Do you know how many laws the Greek community or University of Idaho with fraternities and sororities? Because we're talking about the people that killed these young adults are linked to University of Idaho, Greek community, fraternities and sororities. They go bye-bye. They go bye-bye and off the system if these get to be found. It's not to protect the killers and the students, because they students, no. They're protecting the money, because it's going to be a lot of heads that are going to roll. If they would have done what they needed to do, which is justice, they would arrest these 4 to 5 young boys with Dylan. Dylan need to get arrested ASAP. They used her to build a story and frame a human being. I told Moscow PD few days before they came with that story about Dylan being in the second floor. I talked to them when the story that she was on the first floor that was her alibi. That's when I talked to them. And I told them, you know that you're gonna need Bethany. Bethany don't want nothing to do with that, right? This is my words to Moscow PD. You know that for her to substantiate the alibi, she need Bethany, right? Because you know that she was not across the hall. I was the one that told Moscow PD, bitch, that shit's not gonna work, stupid, because I know the killers. It was me. I get goosebumps out of this shit. It was me that told Moscow PD names and everything. They fucking freaked the fuck out. When they changed their tone with me, when I told them to record, oh, that recording gotta come out, so someone need to get that recording. Lana need to get that recording. I give Lana full permission to get the recording of me talking with Moscow PD. I give Lana Oriani full permission to listen, the same thing I told, what's her name? Lost Souls YouTube, Scarlett. Big shout out to Scarlett. I gave Scarlett full permission. Scarlett, you have full permission to request my conversation with Moscow PD. Lana Oriani had my full permission to dig out my conversation with Moscow PD and present it to you. I co-signed that shit. Because this shit need to come out. So I could show you then the email that I sent Aunt Taylor. So then I could show you the email that I sent to Harsh Reality. So then I could show you some few things that I did to try to get to some justice. But before we continue with Lana, it bothers me. Because after I hung up, a few days later, knowing that I told him, you know that you cannot say that you cannot use the dealing with across the hall because that room is not prepped up to go to sleep on. The bed is against the wall. I told him, I bet you they got goosebumps out of this shit. I told him that ain't no one could sleep in that room. So she have to use Bethany as an alibi. And you know that shit's not gonna work because you know I know what you're doing. Technically, I'm telling Moscow PD, I know that you're covering this murder. While I'm talking to them, I told them the University of Idaho don't want no blood on their hand. And I hung up. I was like, hey, have a good day. Bye. Because I already felt the vibe of them like, oh, shit. Like, and that was like 35, 40 minutes into the conversation. They let me get all my shit out. And I'm happy for that because I was laughing. I was like, bitch, you really think you're going to cover this shit up? And listen, I give it first, last, my YouTube channel, everything about me. You think they're not watching? You think Bill Thompson is not here hooked up watching my shit, knowing that I'm one of the tipsters? And I'm here having a voice on YouTube, especially now more than ever, Lana Oriani is coming with the cooking, right? I don't do this for the fame. I do this for justice. I want this young lady and that young adult Ethan, Kiely, Maddie, Sana. I want justice for them. Excuse me. Yeah, my voice. I'm gonna leave you with Lana Oriani. So she cooked for you some good true crime food. Believe me, it bothers me a lot of things about these cases. One of them is that after I literally laugh on their face, letting them know that I know what the fuck they would do, and they end up going the opposite way instead of doing the right thing, knowing that someone like me knows exactly what happened. Moscow PD Chief Fry, you fucking stupid.
I need Bethany's. I need Dylan's. I need on November 20th. I need to go and get a search warrant, and I was able to obtain it for Reddit, and it's just Kaylee's account. Then, not on December 19th, not on the 20th, not on the 21st, and not on the 22nd, or I'm sorry, but not until the 22nd, did then Detective Mowry certified that this is the inventory that came back, and now I am, contains a true and detailed account of all property taken by me or other officers pursuant to that warrant, and has the return of that inventory on the 22nd day of December, 2022. Okay. Now, bringing us to present day before we go back in time. Everybody is very familiar with Exhibit A, which is, please follow along here. This is really, really important. Ready? Exhibit A here is the statement of Brett Payne. This is the probable cause that started off as a 1 to 3 page document, then a 4-page document, then a 5-page document. Each time that these detectives were adding to the case and getting more information, they were taking this exhibit, okay, and adding to it. What was really important back in May is Ann Taylor was asking very specific questions, and she wanted to know things like, when did a person in the FBI decide that they were going to change the year from being a 2011 to 2013 white Honda Elantra to then now we're able to say like, hey, we're just going to include all the way until 14, 15, and 16. Okay. When? And Ann Taylor says, I don't remember the date. And then she's like, well, it's safe to say that when you guys found out that WSU had identified Bryan's Elantra, you didn't find out about that until what date? I think it was actually the same day as the day. Then what he's referring to is saying the same day that we, that somebody had said, okay, we can extend the years to include 14, 15, and 16. And Ann Taylor says, that would be December 20th, wouldn't it? And he's like, yeah, I think that that's about right. Now, why is this important? Well, here you go. So let's go back to the murder. And what I did last night is to show you guys that, all right, this would have been on the, on Exhibit A, day one, you know, Officer Smith and I entered, okay, all of this you're going to use. I then followed him to go upstairs, everything that you did at the house. All great. I entered the bedroom. And As part of this investigation, numerous interviews were conducted by Moscow Police Department officers. So right here is where your first. So everything when you would have started to obtain search warrants, okay, your first search warrant that you're trying to go get, page 1 and page 2, everything's going to be on there. Then you're going to say, as part of this investigation, numerous interviews were conducted by Moscow Police Department officers, Idaho State Police detectives, and FBI agents. 2 of the interviews, so then you remember now Payne. So think about Officer Payne. And when Ann Taylor asks Payne on the stand, hey, what did you rely on for probable cause to get your search warrants? Okay. He says, well, he just starts trying to rattle off stuff, but he immediately talks about, well, we interviewed the 2 roommates, and then the 2 roommates' cell phones, the victim's cell phones. And the question that Ann Taylor had asked was very, very specific to these AT&T and the surveillance cameras, those search warrants, but mainly the AT&T and then this FBI agent when he was supplied things. All right. Okay, so check this out. So this is when you're going to be obtaining your first couple warrants. You're saying, as part of this investigation, numerous interviews were had. So the two of the interviews with BF and DM, both BF and DM were inside the King Road residence at the time of the homicides and were roommates to the victims. BF's bedroom was located on the east side. So right here, this is all.
Can you see one of the problems with this investigation? One of the biggest problems of this investigation is, and you heard it here on Lana, heard it, when the interrogator had a conversation with Bethany and Dylan, they were both at the house. Why? Why everyone that was inside the house didn't got taken to the headquarters and talked to and interrogated the right way with footage that you have a proper investigation, a proper interrogation of possible suspects. Dylan Mortensen, Bethany, and everyone that you have knowledge that went inside the house before, between, and after the killing, it needs to get arrested. That's how you clear people up, arresting them. Oh, what's the probable cause for the arrest? Because they were all inside the house. Or around the house. That means that they seen, they saw, they heard, and they probably witnessed this murder. Lana just told you that they talked to them inside the house and that's it. Hey, tell me what you know. I don't know shit. I was sleeping. I was in the first floor. I was sleeping. I don't know shit. So where is the interview? Where is the interrogation? When you spoke with Dylan Mortensen after these events, for her to give you her second alibi that was presented to the media saying that she was in the second floor hearing and seeing shit. Big shout out to Sadie Smith. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Welcome. Where is the footage? Where is the body cam? Where is the headquarters interrogation or interview or conversation or whenever Dylan Mortensen told you that she was on the second floor hearing and seeing shit when she already told you she was on the first floor not hearing, not seeing nothing, and she was sleeping inside of Bethany's room, because that's what she meant. That's why I told him you need Bethany. Bethany's not gonna. Bethany don't want no. She didn't. Bethany did not know what the fuck it was about to happen. Can't wait until the text come out. I can't wait until the text between them come out, if they ever come out. Because Maddie and Bethany was very, very close. Maddie, it was Bethany, big sister in the sorority, and Maddie was showing him the rope, showing Bethany the ropes. So they bonded out of that. It's a bond that comes with that. Bethany never wanted to see no one inside of the house to die. But Dylan wanted it to happen. Dylan, it was the one that enabled and instigated everything. And now she gonna pull the tail after she instigated the boys to get it done? Fuck out of here. How do I know? You about to find out one day. But if what I've been saying since day one, 2022, now in 2025 is coming out, just imagine everything else that I know that I can't wait to tell you. But with people like Lana Oriani on the niche, my job, it becomes so easy. Thank you, Lana. I appreciate you.
Needed to be said. Right here. So here, first stop, we needed to get search warrants that have to do with, why do you think this is in here? Because your first couple search warrants, this is even stuff that we don't have, you guys. When they say they uploaded all these search warrants and stuff like that, do you think that they were all uploaded? The answer is no. The answer is no. But remember, Ann Taylor just mentioned that there was suspects, alternative suspects in the beginning. Well, why would this be important to talk about in obtaining the arrest warrant of Bryan Kohberger, right? Because this is why. All they did, Brett Payne and Lawrence Mowry and Dustin Blaker, is they just continued to keep adding to this every time they needed to get a new search warrant. Okay? This exhibit. So here, they're going to need something on the evening of November 12th. Chapin, our CNBF at the Sigma Chi house right here. Because of this statement right here, the Sigma Chi house, do you think there was a search warrant served on the Sigma Chi house?
They had to do that to cover their butt, to say that they were doing their work, to say that they went over there, they did a little bit of investigation, they didn't found nothing. That's it. That was their way to cover Sigma Chi out of any harm. But if you ask me, what was anyone in the chat, what was Jack Decor? Jack Decor is Kappa Sigma, just like Scott Green, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Lana. If you're watching right now, Lana is, if I'm not mistaken, if my information is right, Jack Decor is a Kappa Sigma, just like Scott Green. And if you ask me, the main killers are from Kappa Sigma. Not even from Sigma Chi. Again, I want to tell you that the fight with Sigma Chi, the fight at the frat house in Sigma Chi, it was nothing. Or at least that's what Sana told Kara. After the fight, Sana called Kara. Not her dad, she called Kara. She was telling her about the fight, and she was telling her everything was good, nothing to worry about. The boys are boys, they brothers. That's what boys do, they scrap. And it's something that it happened all the time. It's not the first, it wasn't the first time. Those boys scrap all the time. See, they alpha males. They scrap all the time to see who's the alpha male. They horseplay all the time. That's Sigma Chi. Sana called Kara and told Kara about the fight, but Sana never gave Kara a vibe that that fight would have got anything out of that. Because if Sana was worried about something happening due to that Sana was street smart, why you think that Sana will call her mom before she call her dad if he's trouble? Cause her mom could send her friends to protect Kara, to protect Sana and Ethan if it's needed. And that protection will be around Sana and Ethan right away on ASAP. Speed on highway on command. I spoke to Kara. If Sana would tell her mom that everything that mom, I don't feel safe. Kara don't even have to make a call. It's gonna be people that is gonna surround Sana and Ethan to protect them. If Kara would have knew that anything was wrong, Sana and Ethan would be just fine. I don't know about Kiely and Maddie, but if that night anything was wrong and Sana would have told her mom, "Mommy, I don't feel safe," Sana would have got safe ASAP. We Ethan, they both would be safe. So that tells me that nothing from Sigma Chi could have come towards them. And my biggest thinking is that whatever and whoever, okay, to not keep mentioning the names, the target, as I told you from the beginning of the days of me talking about the Idaho 4, I told you from the beginning that it was Kiely, not Maddie. Maddie, he was the secret keeper. And the facilitator, you know, that's sister, you know what I'm saying? What you do, I do. Where you at, I'm on. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do it, I do it, we do it together. We ride or die together, literally. There's many ways that this crime would have happened. There's many ways that this crime would have happened. But what I have on my hands to share is that Ethan and Sana died after the third floor. Or if you ask me, at the same time the third floor was getting hit. If you ask me, it was 2 people on the third floor, it was 2 people on the second floor. It's the only way to do it, to be in the way it is right now at this day today by forensics. I already did my homework. Two killers on the third floor, 2 killers on the second floor, killing 4 victims at the same time. The killers were allowed inside the house because Dylan opened the door to the killers and allowed them inside the house because she knew already what the killers were about to do. And she part of it. I wish I could tell you everything I know. Big shout out to Lana.
My answer is yes. So, there you go. That's the address from approximately, like, that's where they were from 9 to 1:45 a.m. Because of Bethany's statements, she also estimated that approximately at 1:45 they returned home. BF also stated that Chapin did not live in the King Road residence, but was a guest of Xana. Why do you think that?
Before we continue, I don't wanna skip this question. Why I want your thought. Days after lots and lots of cop that Sigma Chi. Chris just said, what the fuck you think? What was that? I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to take a look at that a little bit more though. Before I answer that question though. I need to look at it a little bit better, but I will come back at you with that. I will come back at you with an answer for that. Okay?
That's important. What do you think that this was then able to? Because of this information that we obtained here, we were able to then, okay, we need to get a search warrant of Ethan's room. I'm going through how this whole thing went. Okay. Next.
Yeah, because remember the conversation about Ethan having the fight at Sigma Chi, but Kappa Sigma never got raided. They raided Sigma Chi because the fight possible suspects, but they never said nothing. You know what I mean? But it's all to make it look like, we did investigate these boys that don't have nothing to do with that, yada yada yada. Even if they have something to do with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, is all for GP. You know what I'm saying? And that's the farthest that I could say about that. But if you ask me, due to that, we believe the Kappa Sigma, that from where the killers are from, Kappa Sigma, they never got raided for a reason. You know what I mean? Remember, the name Jack Decor came early in this case, and he came from Moscow, Idaho. They not came from no one else. The name Jack Decor, Adam, and his friends, and all these other Kappa Sigma. Remember the Jack Decor alibi? It comes from one of his frat brothers from Kappa Sigma, and that alibi is not admitted in court by the law in Idaho. So they ignored Jack Decor because they knew that he could be the killer with his friends. If you think that the killers would have got hurt fighting the victims and they would have marks on them, you could see a struggle and you could see a fight. But guess what? They cover that shit up. Because you know for a fact, if the killers were struggling with the victims, I promise you, that Kiely, being a true crime aficionado, she would make sure that she left DNA in the room from her killers. And this is why at this day today, the DNA of those killers is at the third room in Maddie's room, and the same DNA they could prove today that they are the killers. It's the same DNA the authorities ignore because they know who are the killers. And if it traces back to the University of Idaho and any university and the University of Idaho, at this point, then now everyone gonna know that the University of Idaho, the city of Moscow, and the state of Idaho got involved in criminal acts to protect an institution that creates money for them in the state of Idaho. So the money and the institution was more important than the lives of 4 young students. If that ever comes out, I need $100 million because I need to put my family in a mansion because I have done my work. And I'm not kidding. I have done my work. If the shit that I'm saying ever come out, I need $100 million ASAP. I need to put my wife and kids in a mansion ASAP. I need Lambos, Ferraris, I want jet planes, I want all that good shit that I was supposed to have at this day today. I want it all. Because everything is going to be put in use to help victims. And in the same way we help the Idaho 4 and we help Kiely Rodni, we're going to use each dollar that it comes this way to create the biggest team. And if the federal government sponsor and allow and co-sign our work, I promise you, each victim missing, killed, or abused, I promise you, is gonna get justice. Because I will look for it myself and all my money behind it. Because if I had done it since this day today and before, I would do it forever. I will always put my own money to work. Because it's a reason why I'm here. Because I really want to help. I have kids. I have a wife. If anything happened to them, I want someone as fearless as me for them to get justice. Let's continue.
Gonsalves and Mogan were at a local bar, the Corner Club at 202 North Main Street in Moscow. Gonsalves and Mogan can be seen on video footage provided by the Corner Club. So now we're going to break this off. Meaning like period end. Up to this point, none of this information would be needed to be able to get anything with Sigma Chi. You already got it, okay? Now, because of this information then, on whatever day they added this information then, Gonsalves and Mogan being at the Corner Club, they went there. Corner Club just gives them the video footage. Then the family says, hey, they were on that at that grub truck. So, right. So here we are to this point. We're here. The grub truck live streams video. So they didn't have to do anything to get search warrants for this right here because it was provided. The family is also providing who the private driver is. So we're building this information. Okay. And then what is this then when you go and you ask yourself, okay, what's these are the search warrants that were obtained and when they were obtained, right? That we know about.
The only person that have authority to take down that property is the owner of the property, and that's a good point because that's exactly what I was saying in the very beginning. As soon as that home became property of the University of Idaho, it becomes federal property. So that crime scene was owned by the federal like that land and every single piece of that house buried in that land belongs to the federal government as we speak because it's property of the University of Idaho. That's why the FBI, if they have the chance to take over this case, it was when the stupid ass or smart ass Scott Green decided to take the evidence down and bury it. Because he wanted to make sure that the proof of cleaning the property, he wanted to make sure if a team, an independent team, goes inside of that property, they will find traces of cleaning. Just with that, the case is over. Because that house cannot be used against Bryan Kohberger and cannot be used against a possible Jack Decor, Dylan Morrison, or whoever else. At least the house cannot be used. Everything else could be used, like cell phone data, any text, any group chat, anything, any type of proof of the intentions of this group of friends to kill these four young adults. That's all they need. All they need is having the group chat text between them. And if in that group chat it shows that Dylan Mortensen planned it out with Jack Decor and all his boys, that's all the government need to lock him up because they already have his DNA. They have to have his DNA inside of the house. It's over. They don't need the house, like I told you. The shit about the house is over. The house cannot be used at all. Not against no one, not even Jack Decor if he ever gets found with this shit. The only way to catch these people is finding the group chats, the modern day era, cell phone data, cell phone downloads, and they had the chance to do that. They still do. That information's still there. But by the time they get all that information out, if anyone has the will to actually get the killers, then by now you cannot just arrest the killers. You have to arrest the cops. You have to arrest the University of Idaho staff that was behind it. You have to arrest people in the Kappa Sigma. You got to arrest people even in Sigma Chi just because they lie. They knew about it the whole time. Everyone knew about it. Everyone in the University of Idaho on that group chat knew about it, which is thousands of people. It's thousands of people in that group chat. What are you talking about? It's thousands of people that know exactly what happened to the students of the University of Idaho way before the cops knew about it. And they didn't call 911. They didn't do nothing. They didn't care.
Cell towers. Okay, we've got to that point. Well, no, actually, we're not there yet. So in 11:16, let's hang tight. All right. We're right here almost. We're almost to that point.
Thank you, Kaylin. Always.
If the private driver was cooperating and they never needed to obtain any search warrants, here you can have my DNA. Here you can search my vehicle. You can search my house. Okay. You're not needing anything. But you're providing this information because it's going to lead to something else. DM and BF both made statements. Why do you have to say this? Because it's these statements that led you to then get and have probable cause to do then what? Which, ready? DM and BF both made statements during their interviews that indicated the occupants of the King Road residence were at home by 2 and asleep or at least in the room by 4 a.m.
Which that's a lie. Because y'all well know those that had done the food truck homework about Santa. Santa left the food truck by 2:10. So she was not at the house at 2 o'clock. What are you talking about? You say everyone was at the house by 2:45 and Katie and Maddie left the grub truck by 1:58. What are you talking about? But guys, you know, I wanna give justice to Lana. I wouldn't dare to show the whole live stream because I want to make sure that y'all go to her live stream and watch the whole show. I want to make sure that we give Lana the proper love, we give Lana the proper credit, we give Lana the proper appreciation and respect for her hard homework, love and passion, not just to the duty and task, but also love and passion to her community and for her community. I think this is my best way to give Lana Oriani her flowers. Is the best way. I never had the intention to show the whole live stream. I wanted more to tease ya while we're celebrating our own homework that is being published since 2022. I want to make sure that everyone goes to Lana Oriani, subscribe, like and subscribe. We're gonna. My throat kind of hurt, so let me share her link. Her link is on the description. The live stream is on the description. The link to the live stream, the full live stream is on the description. A link to Lana's Oriani channel is in the description. And I want to make sure that we have Lana Oriani channel in the chat. I want everyone to please subscribe to Lana Oriani. And in case y'all don't know, we have a lot of love and appreciation for every content creator that actually wants to help. The only way to help is saying the right things all the time. All the time. So I want to make sure that everyone subscribe to Lana Oriani because she deserves it. And it's a pleasure for me to share her content with y'all. Because in case Lana don't know, the majority of my subscribers are subscribed to you. In the same way that the majority of my subscribers are subscribed to Harsh Reality. In the same way, my subscribers are subscribed to all those wonderful content creators in the YouTube true crime niche. They actually want to come here with a lot of passion, a lot of dedication, with a lot of fire, because you have to have the fire to fight. Listen, I understand and I respect all those content creators that want to sit here and have a peaceful talk and not curse and be very cookie cutter, because that's no disrespect to my fellow content creators, males and females in the niche that wants to be cookie cutter, that's okay. I support you for who you want to be and how you want to show yourself in public. Me, I only have one speed, and it's full force. I respect you, but we cannot relate. That's why I am who I am, Jrod on point, because I'm different. I'm different than you. I work different. I investigate different. I talk different. I express myself different. That's what it makes me special, because I ain't like you. And if you hate me because I ain't like you, I don't care. I'm going to still be myself. Thank you. I appreciate you, Kathleen. Big shout out to Kathleen. Big shout out to Sadie. Thank you so much. Big shout out to Amy Conway. I appreciate y'all so much. Everyone that was on the live stream. Wonderful live stream. Thank you so much for allowing me to come here with no voice. It hurts. But I'm here with y'all. It will never stop. If you have any financial love that y'all could send my way, there's the Cash App to send the love to. Big shout out to Lana, Oriani. Big shout out to Harsh Reality. Big shout out to Slutty Goose. Big shout out to Speak Van Holding, Southern Logic, Dago, Mama Bear, and all of ya. If I didn't mention, don't mean that you're not special to me. If I didn't mention, it's because you're part of the people that I love and appreciate. And it's that many of ya. Okay? So, thank you for everything y'all do for me. Hopefully one day y'all appreciate what I do for you. And as always, the host of the most, the thing to the yang, the thing to the tango, the yin to the yango. Your favorite brother, your mother's favorite son, the black sheep, Jrod on point. Please listen, believe in yourself, because I believe in you. If I did it, you could do it too. I ain't nothing special. I believe that you're going to take the best decisions in your life for yourself and for everyone around you. Love yourself so you'll be able to love others. Take care of yourself so you'll be able to take care of others. Show love, man. Show love. It's enough of hate in this world, man. And if you see me passionate, I ain't angry. I'm just focused. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Lana, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Veneno comparado con la manteca. Lo tengo puesta bien pacao, nunca me han tocado. Vengo bien revelado, buscando enemigos para llevármelo enredado. Yo estoy criado a los sicarios de caserío, por eso en la calle estoy certificado. ¿Quiénes son los que son? Hay muchos corillos, pero ninguno tiene el corazón. Y para todos esos bichotes de cartón, para que lo entiendas bien, tengo prendido el fogón. Ya quieren compararme. de toneladas. Porque cuando a mí me tira el combo de la cascajada, en lo que yo me quedo bien serio. Esto no es chiste, yo tengo mi criterio. Yo soy el que anda con los pilotajes de brown, de blanco, así que no relajen. Pela que me la quillo de mago que empieza a desaparecer gente que ni me formule ni un caso. No me hagan caso, a nadie yo amenazo, pero los paso por el sedazo. Soy un barbarazo.